Morning and welcome to Masterful Life. I've made some changes. Because getting up every morning at 7 o'clock, before 7 o'clock and getting prepared for the podcast can be a little challenging for me some days. Hi, Richard. Plus, I have begun my own, taking myself to the next level of my own mastery. So to do that, I have created a morning ritual that I need to do. And I can't focus on it if I know I have to do a 7 a.m. podcast. So I've kind of changed this up. Plus, I've decided that, as much as you guys love to see me every morning, hi, Linda, a couple times a week for this podcast will be enough. You'll see me doing other things. So I want to welcome everybody. And first of all, I want to ask you guys how you're doing. Can you just give me some comments today rather than just listening to me? I want to hear from you guys today. So give me some comments today. How are you doing? I know some things are challenging for some people with these new struggles and challenges and things that are happening in our world is going on. But I'm looking at this time as a time for growth. Hi, Rafa. I'm looking at this time for a time for growth. I'm looking at this time for a time to, I'm using it as a time for growth. I'm using it for a time as a bit of a sabbatical. I'm still seeing my clients, but I'm using it as a time for me to do some good things. So, when we lose things and when we have challenges in our lives, it always makes room and time for something else. Good morning, Pat. So those of you that know me know that I am Aisha Hogan and I am a leader. I am a leader in transformation. I am a leader in mastery. This is what I do and this is what I love and this is my gift. So today, I want to share a gift with you guys. I want to give you something that is going to help you take some steps into your own magnificence. Okay, so we're going to talk about that and what that's going to look like. I have lots of great tools in my toolbox that I use with people that they love and that are very powerful and effective. But this tool that I'm going to give you today is a small tool that if you execute it, you are going to feel an instant difference in yourself, okay? And the reason why I'm giving you this tool is because we spend a lot of time focusing on the wrong things. We spend a lot of time focusing. Good morning, Brandon. Long time no see. We focus a lot on the wrong things, on the wrong energy, on our struggles, on our obstacles. So I'm going to tell you a little story and I'm going to make it short for you today, sort of Cole's notes. There was a huge time in my life, hi Angela, where I actually didn't feel magnificent. I didn't feel masterful. I didn't feel even good. What I felt was hate for myself. Good morning, Lisa. What I felt was I was just useless. What I felt was I was a loser. What I felt was that my life was a waste. And I thought that I needed to hit reset. So I'm not going to get into what that means, but I think a lot of you can kind of read between the lines. So I thought about it one day and I thought, what am I going to tell? I wanted to imagine something for a minute. I wanted to see something different. And I thought for a second, what am I going to say? If there is this place that I have to talk to God, what am I going to tell him? What am I going to tell God when God says to me, so what did you learn in this life? It seems like you came back pretty quicker than you should have been here. What did you learn? What are you bringing with you? And, I gave you this body. I gave you this planet to live on. I gave you free will. I gave you all these resources. What did you do? Hi, Mindy. And good morning, Tina. She's joining us from the podcast. And I thought to myself, I'm going to take this gift that God gave me and I'm going to give it back. And I'm going to say, I'm giving this back to you because there's no batteries that come with it. It doesn't fit. It's not my size. It's not my color. Can't use it. And the thought of doing that was devastating for me. The thought of having that conversation, I get weepy when I just think about it. The thought of having that conversation was devastating to me. And I thought, I have this great, all these things, and I'm just existing. I'm not doing anything with any of it. So I needed to change my life. And the right people showed up for me, and the right people helped me, and I did that. But I never, for a long time, I was going through the changes because the people that I chose to help me were amazing, and they did do a lot of great things for me. Don't get me wrong. I love them dearly. But the one piece was that I had to find my magnificence. I had to find my mastery. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what resources I had. I didn't know what I could do. But as I started to feel better about who I was, while I was doing the work with my coaches, I was feeling better. But I still just didn't know what to do with myself and what I could do. All I knew was the life that I was living was not the life that I wanted to be living. I wanted to help people. I've always wanted to help people. I wanted to serve other people, but I couldn't even serve myself. So how was I going to serve anybody else? Right? I didn't even know what I had to offer. I didn't see the goodness in my life. Never mind the goodness, the greatness. I couldn't even see what was okay about it. I couldn't even see what was even fine about it. Okay, so that is not the best place to be, but that's where I was, but I was slowly inching my way up. So the reason why I'm telling you this story is because we all have a superpower. We all have a gift. We all have something that we can use to make an impact on this world, to serve ourselves and to serve others. We all have it, but most of us don't see it. And especially the reason why I want to give you this little gift today, this little exercise, this little challenge to do, is because in this time of what's going on around us, I'm not blind to what's going on. I just simply don't listen to a lot of it, because to me, like the news, it just creates negativity. It creates fear. We are all being led by the nose with fear right now. And I have chosen to do something else. Now, the reason why we all are in fear is because our brain is about 2 million years old, and our brain is wired to go straight into fight or flight in situations like this. It goes straight into survival mode. Okay? I mean, look at the whole thing with the toilet paper. Are you kidding me? Like, think about it. I can't even tell you, there's no rice or toilet paper to be found on the planet. Like, what is that about? We have lost it. Okay? So this is fear. This is fear that's doing this. Okay? So I know that our default setting is fear. However, we have the choice to step out of our fear and use this time for something amazing. So that when we come out the other end of this, and we will, when we come out the other end of this, we come out better than when we came in. That is a choice that you have to make. That is a decision that you have to make. But in order to make that choice or decision, you need to understand and see some things about yourself. So that's the reason for this tool. Now, this tool, every Masterful Life that I'm going to be doing from now on, I'm going to be on Mondays and Thursdays. I'll be popping in between that too. But to do that, I'm going to be giving you gifts and avenues constantly throughout this. Good morning, Danica. So you have to make some decisions. I can give you the gifts. You can know about the gifts. You may even have heard about some of these gifts, okay? But I'm going to ask you to look at these gifts through a different lens. I'm going to ask you to look at these gifts and hear why I'm giving them to you. Now, the reason to have this gift, like if I give it to you, big deal. If I give you this challenge, big deal. If you don't do it, it doesn't matter. If you don't execute it, it doesn't matter. If you're going to put gas in your car but never drive it, it doesn't matter. Okay? So a lot of us go and we learn knowledge, we read books, we grow our knowledge base, and it's a bunch of useless tanks and barrels of gas because we don't actually do anything with it. You know, we might use a little bit, but we don't actually do anything with it. Right? Yes, Angela. Massive Action Monday. Hi, Anne-Marie. How are you? And I want you guys to comment. I want you to tell me what you're thinking about what I'm saying. You know, I come up here and I talk to you guys and I tell you things about myself. I show you my soft underbelly all the time. I give you my vulnerability. I say, here it is. Okay. And it's not easy for people to get up and talk about the most embarrassing moments of their life. It's not easy to get up and say, I effed up so bad in my life that people that are in my family still love to remind me about what a loser I was. It's not an easy thing to do, but I do it because I want you to know that you're not alone in how you may feel about your life right now. I want you to know that I got you. I want you to know that you are not alone. I want you to know that if there's been mistakes to be made, wow, have I made a bunch of them. Right? Angela says she has fear of getting uncomfortable. I paced this house for a half an hour today before I sat down here and said, I am going to share this with people. I am going to share how many times I have screwed myself up. I'm going to share how many times I've put myself in dangerous situations. I am going to share with people that it doesn't matter how far you fall. You can get up. And when I pictured myself standing in front of the great master saying, well, I know you gave me all these gifts and everything, but I chose to just exist. I chose to just get by day. I chose not to find my purpose. I chose to be mundane and ordinary. I chose not to serve others. I chose in times of struggle like now to rip out the last roll package of toilet paper off the shelf and not maybe split open that pack and give some to somebody else. I have chose to live in fear my whole life. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. I want to say that I took the gifts that you gave me and I became extraordinary. I took the gifts that you gave me and I am making a massive impact on the world. I took the gifts that you gave me and I serve others. I took the gifts that you gave me and I showed other people how to become magnificent, how to be masters. That was my choice to make. You think when I heard about this virus and stuff that I wasn't scared just like everybody else? Thoughts of the end of the world? Of course. I am human after all. I have human emotions, but I also have control, and I have will, and I am the master of my emotions, and I am magnificent, and I am extraordinary, and I control how I feel. So you can do that too. So I'm going to give you your first gift today, and I'm going to ask you to, you don't tell me you don't have time right now, okay? Don't tell me that, because we have all kinds of time right now. So I want you to every morning, some of you journal, some of you don't. And I know you've heard of gratitude journals, forgiveness journals, write down stuff about the day. I'm going to give you something else to do today. And then I'm going to give you an example of what I put in it. I want you today to pull out a piece of paper either right now. I would like you to do it right now. And this is magnificence. This is your magnificence journal. I want you to write down everything in your life that is magnificent. My home is magnificent. My health is magnificent. The fact that I love so much is magnificent. The fact that I am kind and generous and extraordinary is magnificent. The fact that I am a survivor is magnificent. The fact that I am okay to show my soft underbelly is magnificent. The fact that I want to stand up in front of people and be a leader is magnificent. The fact that I want to learn more is magnificent. The fact that I want to still heal further is magnificent. The fact that I want to walk my purpose is magnificent. You might be a great mom, and that is magnificent. A wife, whatever you do for a living, the way that you help others, your generosity, all of these things about you are magnificent. We focus on fear. We focus on the things that we are not. I am not good at this. I am not good at that. I can't do this. Look at me. I can't do that. I can't go get help. I don't have this. I don't have that. I don't have the people to support me. I can't. Yes, you can, because you are magnificent. You have the same tools as me. You have the same tools as every great mentor out there. You are not lacking. You have some things in your way. You might need to do some healing. You might need to do some work on yourself. You might need to come to someone like me and get some help. Those things are for sure. But we are not lacking. We have been given all the gifts. So I imagined myself talking to God one day before I did the work. I imagined what that would look like. I imagined how that conversation would go. I know that God would come back, and I say God, it could be Allah, Buddha, it could be whatever you think that higher power is. I'm using the word God. And I know that God would come back to me and say, you are my child. You are loved unconditionally. Now go stand with those people over there, those other souls that need to get healed. I don't want to stand in that pile. I want to go to the next level. I don't want to be in that pile. Where do you want to be? What do you want to say to him, to God, when he says, what did you do with all the gifts I gave you? What did you create? What did you learn? What did you share? How did you serve others? What impact did you make in your life and in the life of others? What did you do? And when I thought of myself having that conversation with God, it scared the shit out of me. It scared me onto the road of magnificence and mastery. So, take out a piece of paper, and I want you to do this every day. I don't want you to think about doing it. I don't want you to tell me to do it later. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it sometime. Because if you're just going to do it, you're not going to do it. So do it. Change how you feel. You know, I got this. Give me that. I'm going to crush that. Do it. Take these gifts. Every single masterful life that I do with you, I am going to be showing you new gifts and new avenues to heal. You can take those gifts or you can't, or you just throw them back. Those are your choices to make. But one day I reached a crossroads. It was like a fork in the road, but it wasn't just 2 lanes, it was 3. And it was either one, I walk into my purpose and my path, unknown. I didn't know what was going to be facing me. I didn't know what I was going to be looking at because I was so comfortable in my fear. I was so comfortable in my darkness. Why? It felt shitty, but I knew it. It felt familiar. I knew what to expect. There was no surprises. I'm going to walk down this road and I'm either going to, I don't know what's going to be there. I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to create it because I know that road's going to take me somewhere, but I'm scared shitless to walk down it, but I'm going to do it. Or I'm going to continue on this existence of nothingness where I'm just walking through my life feeling empty inside, where I'm just doing stuff where I'm kind of happy and I'm kind of okay. And my life is, it's good. It's okay. It's like, it's nothing extraordinary. I'm not doing anything with any of the gifts I have. I'm just going to work and coming home. I'm not doing anything. Or I had this other path that I was thinking of taking, where I would have been having that conversation a lot sooner than anticipated. And those were my choices. So every day, I want you to write down what is magnificent in your life. Because there are things. Whatever we search for, we will find. If you search for shit in your life, you will find shit, no doubt. If you search for problems and struggles and obstacles, you will find them. I guarantee you 100%, without a doubt. If you look for the goodness in you, if you look for the magnificence in you, you will find that as well. What you focus on, you will find. What you focus on, you will see. You need to change your lens. You need to change your focus. You need to start being your master. And yes, will you have work to do? Hell yeah. I did a lot. A lot. I didn't just one day decide to be a master and find some magnificence in myself and I got better. It wasn't that way, but I changed my focus. I had to do the work though. And every step of that work made me better. Every step of that work made me stronger. Did I sit there and keep talking about my past? No. I am all about the Newtonian theory. I wanted to create the effect. I wanted to create my life. I wanted to create what I want. And I had to become resourceful. I had to find the people that would help me. You are not alone on this planet. There are people like me, like others like me, who can help you. I needed help. There was no way I could do this alone. I was so absorbed in my pain. It was all I knew. I wore my pain like a badge. It defined me. How was I going to reach my magnificence with this badge I was wearing? I knew I was good at stuff. We're all good at things. Some of us are good at different things. We're all gifted in some way. We all have a superpower. We all have something we can share. We all have something that will help. But we're so caught up in our fear that the only people we want to help is ourselves and to hide from life. And that's what I'm seeing out there right now. And yesterday I went for a drive with my mom to go buy some dog food. And I'm driving and my mom's talking about the virus and stuff. And it's all she's talking about right now because she has some plans for trips and stuff. And she's, watching things and wondering what she should be doing. And I pulled up in her driveway to drop her off and I broke down and I started crying. And all I've been saying to her is, I don't want to talk about this anymore. And when she said, why are you crying? I was like, all I can think about is the people at home alone. All I can think about is those people that can't get help right now. They can't go out and buy any toilet paper. All I'm thinking about is the people at home living in fear, cowering in the corner. That's what I'm thinking about. But a lot of us are that person. Even if we aren't alone and we're in a family, we're still that person inside that we're hiding in the corner, cowering in fear. And I'm saying to you, don't be afraid. I'm saying to you, make a choice. I'm saying to you, you are magnificent. You are powerful. You are a master. And will you need help along the way? Yes. And that's okay. There is no shame. Excuse me, I'm sorry. There is no shame in reaching out for help. That takes courage. That is strength. Thinking you can do everything alone? You can't. You can't. It's too hard. You're too associated. You're too caught up in your shit. It's too hard. And sometimes someone there to help you, to kick you in the butt and say, you got this, and do it. I'm going to show you how. You have the gifts. Here's how you use them. Here's some things that you can do that you didn't even think about doing. You can do this. You got this. You can crush that. The choice is yours, people. So this is my first gift to you. And here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you guys to do things. Okay, it's not just about listening to me chat. All right, that's not why I get out here. That's not why I bare my soul to you. This is not why I do this, so that you can just listen to me and then go on about your life like nothing happened. That's not why I'm doing this. If this resonates with you, if you're like, yes, that's me. Yes, I live that life. Yes, I've stepped into my mastery, or no, I'm that woman that's cowering in the corner. No matter where you are on this journey, you can be better. So I want you to go and start making the list of your magnificence. And I don't want to see comments about replay. Please do not write those comments in my Facebook group videos. Replay. No. Give me something. Give me some meat. All right? Give me some meat. Tell me why you're magnificent. Even one thing. Not looking for the whole list. Give me one thing that makes you magnificent. One thing. If I can come up here and tell you my weaknesses, what they were, and my strengths and what they are now, if I can stand in front of you and say, yes, I'm extraordinary, you can tell me one thing about you that makes you magnificent. Tell the world, let them hear you. Watch how they support you. Now, I've seen a lot of posts on my last, as I leave this live today. I've seen some posts and fears and people coddling other people's fears. Oh, I get it. I hear you, blah, blah, blah. You're never going to get any coddling from me. That doesn't mean I don't feel you. It doesn't mean I don't get you. It just means I am not going to stand here and support your fear. I'm going to help you get out of it. Angela says, list is done. My drive to serve and share my medicine is magnificent. Yes. Yes. People go on and comment on hers and say yes, say thank you, say yes to your resources, say yes to your life. But if you want me to sit here and go, poor you, never. You are not poor. You're not. You're amazing and you're magnificent. And you need to stand in the mirror and you need to tell yourself that. Okay? You need to make that list and you need to do it every day. You need to do it every day. You need to change your focus and keep reminding yourself why you're so awesome. And then you can actually help people more because you know who you are and that you know that you're still growing. And now you can help and be better for people. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that amazing? Rather than having people go, oh, poor you. No, I don't want anyone to ever say that to me. That's disrespectful. I don't want that. I want you to tell me, yes, you can. And I'm telling you, yes, you can. I know it. I own it. I know you can. And I won't accept less from you because I know you can. It's hard. I know it. It's rough. It hurts. It's hard. It's a bunch of beliefs you put in place. I get it, but you can do it. I know you can. I know you can. I could. I did it. And I never thought I could. I never thought I could. I loathed myself. I never thought I could. But I did it. I crawled out of the shit and the muck and the crap of my life and I did it. You can do it. You can. If I can do it, you can do it. And I've been through some shit and I'm sure you have too. And I did it and you can do it. So I will see you guys on Thursday. And I love you. And I send you strength and I send you support. And you can comment to me. You can PM me. I am here for you. You are not alone ever. I am here for you. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day. I love you. Bye.